music.
Could you hear it?
I heard like a note. I didn't hear much.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be live and stuff now.
Okay.
So yeah, effing podcast, right? This time on Shaman King, Yo figures out how to make an oversoul, and now he's the fastest and most powerful. Oh man, that's the opening bit, everybody. Do we have to say anything else about the episode?
I mean, yeah. I mean, jokes aside, yeah, it's a great episode.
Oh yeah, this has been like a fantastic arc, honestly. Like, I can definitely see why people hold this in like such high regard. This is probably like I don't know. Why I'd have to like think for a second, but I think I would call this my favorite arc in the series so far.
It's nothing like it's the first arc to get like any kind of like actual emotion out of me except for like frustration with like evil is subjective.
Yeah. Evil is subjective, but we'll make you the fastest and most powerful. Oh boy, we're gonna tear into that with the Ghost game later, I bet.
I have things to say.
But yeah.
And a lot of confusion.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh yeah, the episode's gonna be super confusing. Holy crap. But yeah, so yeah, effing like Ozarian Revar is just sort of like just killed it, and they just nailed the ending.
Yeah, they integrated like the poem that Masamune was reciting throughout these episodes is the ending song of the arc, and it's like, oh, that's good.
Oh, it's so good.
That's so good.
Man, like, I actually looked into a poem a little bit, because it's like, yeah, what's the exact phrase? It's like love is hello, goodbyes, and Gossamer.
Yeah, you're trying to find out if it's real.
Yeah, it turns out Gossamer is a real thing.
Oh, I thought I meant the poem in general.
Oh, I mean, it's a real poem, like the guy behind the series wrote it.
Fair enough. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Gossamer is a word. I can't say that I knew what it meant or know what it means, but yeah, that's a real word.
So turns out Gossamer is like a really delicate, like easily torn, like, you know, thin, transparent material that's like used in like bridal veils and stuff.
That would explain why when sometimes people refer to like butterfly wings or insect wings, they refer to them as gossamer.
Yeah, I've never actually heard that, but that does make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like meant to be getting at like, you know, like, oh yeah, love is like, you know, fragile and like frail and like, you know, easy to like see through and stuff like that, which is, yeah, it's really neat. It's really like beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of like meaning behind it. Yeah. And like, you know, the whole like thing with, you know, this being Yo's fiance and stuff, it's like really fitting with like the other connotations, and it's like, yeah, it's really nice. I like this a lot.
It's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, this episode, like, Yo's going out to finally like fight the demon and save Anna.
Yeah. This is a I'm happy that they handle this episode like there's not a lot of comedy to this episode. It's fairly serious.
Like, you get a bit of comedy where it's like, you know, Yo's having his super, like, emotional, like, you know, conversation with, like, you know, Mamune in the car, and, like, the driver, you know, doesn't know that there's a ghost there. So he's just hearing, like, half the conversation. He's just looking back like, what? Alright,
Yeah, but that seems like really subdued because it's like
yeah.
I didn't necessarily find it funny. It's just like, yeah, that's the reaction you would have. But everything else is so like played straight and like emotional and serious that it's like you don't need to have like a bunch of goofy moments.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if Yo was like, doing the like, over the top reactions and stuff, it would completely ruin this episode.
Yeah,
Like
he
just
does have
straight up, yeah.
he has exaggerated emotions, but they're not funny.
Yeah, yeah. It's like exaggerated in like, the good like dramatic way where it's like, everyone's just like crying over the situation. They're like, like getting all like determined and going through all these like, crazy like emotions and stuff.
Yeah. Masamune is just straight up like, all right, we can beat the demon, but I have to sacrifice myself to do it. There's no other way.
Yeah. Well, that's my mind. I should probably mention, like, so I read through the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, like, any big changes I could see. The one change I'm kind of realizing right now is that this demon is supposed to have, like, a gigantic bulge in his pants.
Yeah, you can see it in this episode.
Yeah, it looks, like, way smaller in this image. Like,
Oh,
you could
jeez,
hardly
really?
tell. Yeah.
Well, you can't. There are some shots where you can see it really exaggerated.
Okay, yeah. Because I
And
didn't, like,
and
watch through the full episode again, but, like...
yeah, I was watching. I was like, oh my god, that wasn't there in the first time we saw him.
Like, it kind of was, but wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's extremely exaggerated in this episode. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but hey.
Like, in the scans I was reading, there was even, like, a translator's note at the end that's like, what's with this mangaka and giving male characters giant, exaggerated bulges?
Well, for the Tanuki, it makes sense,
Yeah, because I'm,
or
I'm
at least for
thinking
him
the
to have the
Tanuki,
big
I'm thinking
balls.
this, I'm also thinking, like, Rin's father, whose, like, oversoul had the big, like, thing.
Oh, did it?
And the big weird like like phallic crotch belt where he like had his real body.
Okay, I don't remember.
Oh boy, like I think there's something. Oh yeah, I forgot the like the Jiangxi had like the machine gun dick.
Oh, you told? Yeah, they didn't really show
Yeah,
that off, I don't think, but
yeah, they cut from the anime.
yeah, but you told me about that. I remember.
Holy crap! I should never forget gun dick. That was amazing.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We kind of got really off topic, huh?
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It supposedly, it's on the wiki, so I have to assume it's true. Masamune is new to the manga and this series. He wasn't in the original anime,
Oh,
so
yeah,
there,
that makes sense.
so there was straight up no explanation for who killed Hal 500 years ago, and I guess it didn't really need an explanation. But Masamune now is the explanation for why Yo has that necklace.
If I remember right from like what I heard, I think the original anime just had like a big original ending where it just like, just chopped things off somewhere in the middle of the tournament and just had like, the fight to like beat Hao just after that point.
Hmm.
So it's like the original anime never got to this point as far as I'm aware.
Okay. So yeah, it's. I was kind of curious to find out what Matamune's name meant, if anything. It doesn't like the
Yeah.
individual parts of his name mean words, but they don't go together in any meaningful way.
Yeah, I just assumed it was a play on Masamune, like the sword.
Oh, maybe. I was just curious about that, but I went into the the Shaman King wiki, and in the trivia, it's just like Masamune wasn't in the original anime running, and his appearance in the manga and new anime explains Hal's death 500 years ago and Yo's necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, we saw the necklace last episode, and I didn't, like, catch on until, like, this one.
I didn't really, because I wasn't really thinking about, like, aspects of Yo's character design in the future, so yeah, I wasn't thinking about it either. Um,
Yeah, there's an interesting little, like, thing here, because it's like, yeah, Yo's, like, met Hal before. So, like, way back when Yo first runs into Hal would have, like, had to see the necklace. And he
oh,
had
true.
to have, like, been like, oh, so you've, like, met him, huh? And he doesn't really, like, seem to react much to it, if I remember right.
Yeah, Masamune seems to it seems like Hal kind of lost himself when he
Yeah.
died the first time. So I don't know, maybe he kind of lost his memory of it. Um, Also, in the original anime or like the original manga run, did Yo have the spirit of sword or whatever?
I don't remember. I don't think they got that far, but they might have. I know he has, like, a different oversoul that looks similar, but it's like a blue glowing energy blade as opposed to, like, like a sword.
A giant physical sword.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, it's
because
definitely not as huge or, like, exaggerated, but they did give him something that's, like, an approximation of it.
yeah, okay, because I was thinking it's like Sword Spirit is very clearly an homage to Demon Slayer, which is Matamune's sword form, which is what Yo uses to defeat the demon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, it puts a whole new like context and like meaning behind the chosen. Like, I assume that when you're creating oversouls, you kind of have some influence on what it looks like,
Oh,
and
yeah, like...
I feel like Yo consciously was like the first time I used an oversoul, it was this. It only makes sense.
Yeah, like, I'd have to assume oversouls are, like, literally based on your, like, personality and, like, experiences and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, when, like, Ryu makes his oversoul, and it's, like, the Orochi one, and he's, like, he gets after learning the story of, like, Orochi and about, like, the river and stuff, so it makes sense that it look like that. And
yeah,
he gets his power up, and it's, like, combining the Orochi thing with, like, a big hot rod looking thing. It's, like, also shaped like effing Tokagero's helmet. But yeah, there's
yeah,
definitely, like, influence going on there.
yeah. There's a whole lot more meaning behind the form that his super overpowered oversoul has.
Yeah, so that's the big thing with this episode, because it's like, Yo realizes, or rather he doesn't realize, Mamune just straight up tells him that it's like, oh yeah, I barely have any energy left. I need to, like, become the weapon you use to fight the demon if you want to beat him. But, like, if I do this, then I'll lose my physical form. But it's, like, the only way we have.
Yeah, it's it's an emotional episode, but it's not quite as sad as it seems because he very much implies that like I won't die and like fully pass on. I'll just turn into a ghost.
Yeah. Like, he'll basically, like, pass on to the other side, like, to, like, heaven or wherever. And Yo's like, oh, so, like, once I come as, like, powerful as your old master, will I be able to, like, bring you back? And he's like, yeah, one day you'll be able to do it. And now we're kind of at that point where Anna can, like, bring ghosts back from the other side. And it's like, oh, we could just, like, do this now in, like, an episode or two.
She could bring back Matamune's spirit. I don't think it's going to happen because she's been able to do that for a while.
Yeah.
I feel like if Yo had wanted her to do it, he would have done so by now. I feel like it's going to be the thing where it's like, I won't do it until I am strong enough.
Yeah. But still, like, we're getting close to the point where, like, that'd be, like, a possibility.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't know how
yeah.
powerful Hal was when he initially gave Matamune all the energy to like survive for like 1,000 years, but Yo might be around it.
Man, what if Yo just gets a new form and it's like, he has Spirit of Sword on one arm and he has Matamune on the other one?
If Matamune, like, I hope Matamune joins the team.
Yeah.
Matamune is so cool.
He's such a good character. I love him so much. Like, he just wants to be useful and, like, put his past behind him because of all the, like, grief he's went through trying to, like, stop his old master.
Yeah, there's a whole thing, like he gives a speech about faith to Yo, and he's like, I lost faith in my master, and I've regretted it for all this 1,000 years or so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the art thing, because, like, I was kind of expecting this arc to, like, sort of end on a note kind of like this, and I also, like, missed it, and it's like, oh, wait, there it kind of is, and it's like, alright, yeah, this entire story's just about, like, having faith and, like, opening up to people and, like, trusting them with yourself, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of, like, brings it all together.
Yeah. They literally do, like, the power of love thing in this episode.
Oh yeah, but it's super well handled.
Yeah, it's not as cheesy as it sounds. Like, Anna, like, Yo is materialized Demon Slayer, and he's, like, beating the crap out of this demon, and he's like, Anna, give me more power, or whatever. Like, remember, like, how everyone hated you, or whatever, and she's like, yeah, I do hate the world, and whatever, but I love Yo, and then, like, there's this whole dramatic moment.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even like love itself, it's just like the realization that she's like opening up to this other person that makes the demon start like fading away. Yeah. And you like freaks out, he's like, no, I'll kill you, and Yo just runs in the way and just like stops his attack. It's just this cool moment.
Yeah, we don't even see him do anything. Like, it seems like the demons ran into the Demon Slayer and just died.
Yeah. Like, he gets, like, some hits on him. Like, there's some, like, claw marks on his back and stuff that, like, tear up his coat. So Yo just throws it off all cool and just finishes him off shirtless. Just in the snow.
Yeah, which explains the opening scene of this arc, where he's standing in the snow shirtless.
Yeah. Also, there's something I do want to quickly point out, because, like, yeah, Yo shows up, and he's gonna fight the demon, and the dude's just like, oh no, I'm fine, I'm, like, full on, like, evil spirits and, like, negative emotions. I can't, like, take any more.
Yeah, Anna just kind of wandered off. Who knows what happened to her? Maybe she's still alive? Whatever.
Yeah, he's like, I really, like, emotionally abused the crap out of that girl, and, I'm surprised she, like, survived it. Yeah. And you just see Anna, and she's just, like, snapped. Like, she's just like, I hate everything, She's like, Yo's too late, Like, this is such a mess. I've caused all this, like, trouble, and I just hate the world.
Yeah. Anna's like, if I created, like, I hate them all, kill them. Like, if I created you, then kill them for me. And he's just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, like, I'll ask for a second, like, do you recognize the spell she starts chanting?
No.
So I could be wrong, but if my memory's right, it's like the spell to get rid of spirits.
Oh.
Like, she shows up and she's trying to exorcise Matamune. And then Yo, like, screams over her and forces her to, like, stop it.
She also throws a rock at Matamune.
Yeah.
I don't know, he just kind of deflects it because it's, it's just a rock.
Yeah. Because she's, like, not in her right mind, yeah.
Also, I totally called it that demon was the 1080 beads.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You called that super hard.
Because, yeah, the demon and all of, like, the demons that were filling him to make up the 1080 demons, like, turned into beads upon death, and they collected them. And it's like, yep, that's Anna's rosary.
Yeah, there's like a whole weird thing where it's like they don't specifically like say it in like too much detail or go too deep into it.
I mean,
But
they
it's
don't
like,
explicitly say it's Anna's, but it's totally Anna's.
well, no, but it's like it seems like the dunes were just straight up oversouls somehow,
Oh
and
yeah.
that like the beads are like the medium. So it's like, all the dunes are defeated, and you just have all these little beads that are left behind, and they're just
Oh,
imbued with this power.
right. Okay, I see.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why only a demon can beat a demon, because, like, you need an oversoul. You need something that's like them.
Yeah. Which I thought Masamune was a demon. He's not, but he's close.
Yeah, because Mamune's like an oversoul. He's, like,
Yeah.
bound to the necklace and stuff. Or, like, maybe there's, like, a rock inside of him or something he's bound to.
Right.
But, yeah, point is.
Yeah. Point is,
Yeah.
he's close enough to a demon for it to count.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, super, like, good reveals and, like, yeah, just good crap all around. This is, like, a really well-executed finale for it.
This is a really good episode, and they do work in a little bit of comedy. Actually, there's a scene in the end where Anna reads Yo's mind when he thinks something that she would rather he wasn't thinking, and she like slaps him.
Yeah.
It's something like it's something him thinking like she's actually pretty cute or something, and then you look over to Anna and she's got like an embarrassed look on her face, and he's like,
Yeah.
"She read my mind."
Yeah, now you like, I feel like you can like see a really direct link between like Anna here and where she ends up later on.
Yeah.
Because it's like her entire thing is she's like, oh, I just don't give a crap about people. Just screw off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's changed actually. I don't think she cares for most people, but
Yeah.
she can control her powers and like regulate it or whatever.
Yeah, like she's way more open about just being like, oh yeah, I don't like you. She's like, hey, yo, do this stuff. And he's like, alright.
Yeah. Also, this made me like Anna more as a character. Like I liked her as like, oh, she's like stupidly strong. That's hilarious. I like Anna. But it's like, I don't know, I like her more as a character now. Because we
Yeah.
saw more of her like her action or like her past.
Yeah, this is like a lot for her, and that's like, I feel like that's saying something, because I already liked Anna a lot in this show. Like, this is just like a good Anna flashback in general. Where it's like, yeah, you learn all these other like layers to her, and you kind of like understand what made her the way she is and stuff. And now it's like, like, oh, there's like more to like their relationship, because they have this whole like connection, this whole like backstory and stuff. It's not like Yo just ran into her one day and she's like, oh, I can order this guy around. It's like, nah, there's like a whole thing there where they had to like prove themselves to each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else we really want to get into before we just end off on Shaman King?
Not really. I think we're gonna go back to present day next episode.
Yeah. Man, it's going to be like super weird to go from this, which is like just, it feels like so deliberate and so intentional. And you go back to like, the more like, sort of fluid, goofier, like character focused writing or whatever. And it's gonna be like, Yo's just hanging out with like Ryu and like, effing like Amidamaru making fart jokes.
Yeah. Like Yo's gonna be super chill and relaxed, and then somebody's gonna be like yelling at him. It's like, I can't believe you gave up, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Yo's gonna like. So I read the first page of the next chapter.
Let me guess, Yo's totally just chilling somewhere.
I believe his first line is literally, I can't believe I dropped out of the shaman fight and is going to murder me.
Yeah. Considering everything we saw in this episode, yeah.
Yeah, Rin is still, like, dead.
Yeah.
He's
But yeah,
still just...
I guess that recontextualizes just how serious of a problem it is that he dropped out of the shaman fight. Because it's like this wasn't just like a, oh, I want to be married to the world's strongest like shaman or whatever. This is like this whole thing had like meaning behind it.
Yeah, this is like a shared dream between them that they like, fought for, and like that really meant something to them. And I mean, like, I guess to be fair, Yo's never really had much of an attachment to it outside of like wanting to please Anna, but still.
Yeah, but he was like, I'll use my powers as the Shaman King to like truly help you with your issues.
Yeah, I'll use my powers to like make your dream come true as well then.
Yeah. Oh, there's also, it's not really like Yo literally fought Anna's demons for her,
Yeah.
and because of that, she was able to like overcome like all of her sadness and loneliness. It's like, I don't know. I liked that where she literally says that he fought her demons.
Yeah, literally.
I just kind of liked that bit for some reason.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, that's the thing, because it's like, it's very straightforward, but it's also like kind of layered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like layers to it.